In just minutes, one of the deadliest natural disasters in modern history happened. Thousands died, but because of one young girl, hundreds of strangers' lives were saved. This isn't a movie, this actually happened. And the hero wasn't a scientist or a soldier or even a rescue worker. This is exactly how a 10 years old British schoolgirl named Tilly Smith saved around 100 people with just her memory from a geography class. This is one of the most unbelievable survival stories of our time, and it all started with a single lesson. It's December 26, 2004, the morning after Christmas. Tourists are spread across the beaches of Phuket, Thailand, sipping coconuts, tanning, maybe thinking about what buffet they will hit later. Among them, a British family, Colin and Penny Smith, their daughters, Tilly, age 10, and Holly, age 7, that arrived a few days earlier, staying at a resort near Mai Khao Beach. Quiet, peaceful, not as crowded as the famous Patong. Everything felt perfect, but far beneath the Indian Ocean, an earthquake the size of 23,000 Hiroshima bombs had just struck off the coast of Sumatra. That quake would trigger one of the deadliest tsunamis in recorded history, over 230,000 deaths across 14 countries. But none of that was known yet. To everyone on the beach, it was just another sunny morning. 2 weeks before this trip, back in her school in Surrey, in England, Tilly sat in her geography class, probably jotting down in her notebook like most kids do. But her teacher, Andrew, was talking about something interesting: tsunamis. He explained how they form, underwater earthquakes, pressure changes, and most importantly, the warning signs. The sea starts to recede rapidly. The surface may start to float or freeze. Animals act strange or flee inland. He even showed a video of a tsunami wave coming ashore, the calm before the chaos. For most kids, it would have gone in one ear and out the other, but Tilly was fascinated. Something about it stuck with her. If you ever see the sea suddenly disappear, the teacher said, don't wait, run to a higher ground. Tilly didn't know it yet, but those words will replay in her head 2 weeks later on a Thailand beach. Around 11 a.m., Tilly's family was walking along Mai Khao Beach. Everything seemed fine until Tilly noticed something strange. The ocean waves weren't coming back in. The waterline was shrinking, pulling away from shore further and further. At first, she thought maybe it was a low tide, but when she saw it, the surface of the water began to fizz like a shaking soda. The sand started sucking down bubbles. Her stomach dropped. Mom, I think there's gonna be a tsunami, she shouted. Her parents looked at her, confused. Her dad laughed it off at first, but Tilly was panicking now, begging them to leave. Mom, I know what is happening. We need to get everyone off this beach. That is when her father saw the fear in her eyes and believed her. Her dad ran straight to the security guard and said something like, my daughter said there's gonna be a tsunami. Please get everyone off this beach. The guard, to his credit, didn't waste any time debating it. He grabbed his radio and began to shout to everyone to move inland. Everyone started grabbing their kids, their towels and their drinks, running towards the hotel. But I have a problem here. Why are you grabbing your drinks or your towel? Wait. Towel is quite understandable, but why are you grabbing your drinks? You have to run for your life. A huge tsunami is coming, you're grabbing your stuff. You can go somewhere else and buy that stuff. The main thing, just save your life first. Let's get back to the story. In just few minutes, the beach was cleared. People rushed up the stairs onto a higher floor, out of the sight of the shoreline. Then, less than 10 minutes later, the first wave hit. Boom! And that was so literally disastrous. The water tore through everything in its path. Entire beaches elsewhere in Thailand were obliterated. Hotels flooded, cars tossed like toys. But on Mai Khao Beach, something incredible happened. Not a single person was killed because a 10 years old girl had recognized the signs, spoken up, and refused to stay quiet. When the chaos settled, the world began to understand what had just happened. Tilly's story started spreading. News outlets called her Angel of the Beach. She was honored by the United Nations for her quick thinking. Even her teacher said he was the proudest man in the world. Imagine being that teacher, realizing your classroom lessons literally saved lives on the other side of the world. In later interviews, Tilly said she felt proud but also sad because so many others weren't as lucky. I just remember what I had learned. She said it didn't seem real at the time. This story isn't just about luck or instinct, it's about education. One classroom lesson changed the course of 100 lives. It's also about courage because how many kids would argue with an adult and insist they are right in a moment like that? And it's about listening because her parents didn't ignore her, they acted. That combination, knowledge, courage, and action turned a little girl into a real life hero. To this day, her story is used in geography and safety classes around the world. It's proof that no matter how young you are, you can make a difference when it matters most. So next time you are near the ocean and the sea suddenly starts acting weird, maybe the water start pulling back too fast or animals start running inland, don't ignore it, run. Get others to run because nature doesn't warn you twice. And if a 10 years old girl can recognize danger, speak up and save 100 people, what is stopping any of us from doing the same? Tilly Smith didn't just predict a tsunami, she proved that knowledge is power and courage saves life. So guys, we have come to the end of this video. Do not give this video a thumbs up if you see it helpful and educative. And if you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button for more videos like this. And if you have any questions, leave it below in the comment section. And do well to watch this my video here.